The number of dangerously smoggy days in big cities across the U.S. has been declining for years, down 25% since tougher regulations took effect in 1980. But now the Environmental Protection Agency wants to further clear the air. It's proposing new rules that would put a majority of metropolitan areas out of compliance. Respiratory specialist like Dr. Severa Badal says lowering ozone another 10 to 20% is necessary.
We know there's injury going on because we can measure inflammation in the airways, which is basically white blood cells rushing into an area of injury, and ozone causes that.
Critics say studies are not clear on long-term health effects of ozone exposure. Sterling Burnett of the National Center for Policy Analysis says every American will pay a price if local governments are forced to meet the higher standard.
They want to impose greater regulatory costs on the economy, and it's all pain, no gain. They will not improve human health. Current ozone levels are not a threat to human health.
The EPA itself doesn't have a very firm grasp on the cost or benefits of its proposal. The agency's own press release figures the price tag somewhere between $19 billion and $90 billion, while projecting improved health could save $13 billion or possibly as much as $100 billion and 5,700 lives over the next 10 years, unless it only saves 1,700.
The first thing regional planners would do is consider reformulating gasoline. California did it and reduced smog, but it also added an extra 15 cents a gallon, and many parts of the state still do not meet current ozone standards. Utilities and businesses would need to add costly equipment, driving up prices to consumers. Others say the only way to comply is to get people out of their cars. This mother of 2 kids with asthma says it's all worth it.
So I think it's just morally wrong that we would allow something that could be changed.
The EPA began taking public comment this week. The agency could approve the regulations in 60 days, and it's already signaled it wants to fast-track implementation. In Seattle, Dan Springer, Fox News.